It's v.h.s.x. What do you mean?
Alright everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're reacting and having a discussion about a video from Blue Dream 47 titled Killer Players Are Uninstalling Dead by Daylight. Now this video was recommended to me by one of you guys in the Discord community, so if you want to go ahead and join it, make sure you accept the rules with the little emoji at the bottom, little knife, and you can speak with the rest of us about DVD or other topics and suggest videos yourself. So shout out to you guys for the recommendation. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and dive in, talking about more reasons why we are uninstalling Dead by Daylight as killer players. And I will say I actually spoke about this topic previously in another video, which I'll link at the end as well, but I do want to hear additional perspectives on this.
Because a lot of killer players actually don't want to, but they also don't want to lose. It's not fair to just force somebody to play casually and force this mindset that they should be okay with losing. Like, after all, why do we play video games? We play video games because we want to win. Winning is the goal, right? We don't play video games to lose. Even if you are more casual in your mindset, like, we play to win. It's weird. Like, it's weird to play to lose. Like, it's just like masochistic. I don't know. Like, it's...
So there you go. So that right there boils down exactly why we killers are using tunneling, camping, or slugging to strategize. And that boils down one of the main reasons why it's done. And there's people that don't really want to do that, but they end up having to because they want to do their objective. They want to try to win the game. And as much as we have survivor players that will bitch and complain about, oh, why do you want to win? And it's like, it's ironic because then they are the ones mad that they lost. So then they try to point fingers at the killer player for trying to win the game when they're mad that they lost. It's ironic. It's like, and moronic if you ask me. Like, then don't even say anything at that point, because both sides want to win the game. That's just how it goes. If the casuals really were casual, in that sense, at least from the survivor end, they would not care if they lost the match, because they just go on to a new one, move on with their day, be like, all right, cool, anyway, next. Because they would just enjoy the experience of playing the game, and then they can win by and large. But these are also the same people that complain about losing, are the main people that are advocating for ridiculous changes like anti-tunnel, anti-slug, anti-camp, because ultimately it seems to me, seems like a bit of a skill issue on their end. It seems like they want to just have free wins, and it seems like they just do not want the killer to actually have strategy. And it almost seems like a bold claim, right? It almost seems like, you know, it's boiling down to the same repeated topic we've heard time and time again, that they try to weaponize and use against killer players for playing in that sort of manner. But the thing is that it's just like, as it's being stated in this video by Blue Dream, nobody plays a game to lose on purpose. Like, they play in order to win. I mean, that's how it works when you play a video game. The entire goal is usually to win something. So to say that it isn't is a little bit disingenuous. So that's sort of the perspective I want to offer, because I completely agree with Blue Dream on this point, and I wanted to add on to that by adding my own points as well, because it's true. It's very true. And it's honestly, like, if I didn't have to utilize the tunneling strategy, then I just wouldn't. But the problem is that anytime that you don't, especially when you're playing a low tier, you end up falling behind because the regens are popping. So you're like, well, I need somebody out of the game now to keep up with the flow of the match here, or it's just a 4-out. So it's like, you got to do something. So that is 100% correct, and I really want to talk about that. Another part I want to talk about is this point right here.
Without gen speed up perks, without 4 toolboxes, without Deja, hyper-focus, resilience, prove thyself. Even without all of these things that can speed up the gens can easily be completed in less than 5 minutes. It is insane. There is no base kit anything to slow down the speed of gens. All of the slowdown has been completely gutted, which is another major point that we're going to talk about. And it's ridiculous.
That right there is exactly what I've been talking about in almost every video, talking about the game balancing. And it's crazy to me that the big answer that Behavior is looking for solving this game's issues is within the gen speed. And they just refuse to actually slow it down. They refuse to add base kit anything to stop the gen speed, to stop the gen rushing. Because it's funny that we were getting a tunneling initiative, right? Like prevention initiative and all this other stuff. All these changes to prevent strategy, and you were hard punished in the original PTB where that it was introduced, where you're completely locked out from damaging gens. You're completely locked out from slowing the gens down, and then they also got a repair speed boost. So I have to ask, like, why is there no, if you're gonna go that extreme, why is there no gen rushing prevention? I have to ask that as well. Like, why is there no gen rushing prevention initiative at that point? But the level of unfairness is so clear, you know, to all of us now because of that stream that they showed us, because of their blatant just misunderstanding and ignorance of the game and how it's played. And like I've even stated in a previous video, I think it's very difficult to even try to convey all this information because there might be just a lack of killer players that can come together and yell the loudest enough for them to actually hear. And on top of that, the well that Behavior can pull from to get more information and data can be poisoned by survivor players that are posing as killer mains to have everything removed from killer. And that in itself is also a big issue, right? Because there is not much we can do in that sense. Because Behavior has already gone full mask off. They only favor survivor at this point. They've already shown us that they don't care about the killer experience, just judging by the survey. They already shown us that with each change that they don't care about the killer players at all. They even claimed that there was going to be killer changes and all these buffs and all these things coming, and there hasn't been anything. We only have what, a Myers rework to look at? Congratulations. There's still characters that have been bugged for literal years that haven't even been patched, not even once. But we're getting massive buffs to perks that never needed them on Survivor. We have new perks that only add on to the meta, which is ridiculous, which I've also stated in a previous video that Mish had literally dropped an hour-long video showing and even stating in both the description and the video, the Survivor meta has not changed or shifted or done anything else in years. As speaking from as a Survivor main, right? Like Mitch herself is stating as a Survivor main, the Survivor meta had not shifted in years, and it still hasn't. It is exactly the same exact way throughout for as long as it has been. Top it off with the gen speed being as insane as it is. Obviously, even the skill checks. I mean, we've seen with Hens that all 5 gens could be completed in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I think was the record. Like, what is the answer to that? What are you supposed to be doing in response to that? And it really just kind of boils down to that main core issue. We've even seen this in 2v8. We've seen this in a lot of things. We've seen this just constantly. Like, the main core problem is the speed of the objective. And that's what ends up bleeding into everything else. And every time I even discuss this topic, it just always kind of boils down to that. Because of the objective is quick, you're either going to select a strong killer from the start, or you're going to pick a character you want to play, but you're going to try to bring the strongest stuff you possibly can to be able to keep up, which ends up leading to a lot of slowdown, which, oh, the survivors don't like that. And it's like, yeah, oh, the survivors don't like going against strong killers. Like, they don't like those killers. We don't like Anarchy. It's like, yeah, but like, what else can people choose? Unless they want to just lose all day long, which nobody does. So just they need to, like, they're gonna pick the thing that gives them a fighting chance. So it ends up just becoming an endless cycle because the objective is just too fast. It's just simply too fast. And it's already been shown with evidence time and time again that the game has become extremely survivor favored, and there's really not, like, it's just spiraling out of control now. Which I think it's actually mentioned in the video.
It's 2 minutes and 34 seconds, and that was set by Hens. 2 minutes and 34 seconds? Brother, that should not be possible. How insane is that? 2 minutes and 34 seconds. That number haunts me. I wake up in the middle of the night and think about that poor Nemesis player or whoever that had to go against that. And the devs themselves said, well, we're introducing anti-tunnel because we don't want it's not fair if a survivor gets tunneled out in 2 minutes. Well, what about when a killer player has one chase and the gens are done in 2 minutes? What about that? What about that? Why aren't we addressing that? Oh, I guess it's because we don't care. I guess it's because killers don't spend as much money as survivors do. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I've been saying myself. I just think that they just simply don't care. I just think they simply don't care. And I don't know what else to say in response to that. I think that is just what it boils down to. It just seems like they have completely shown that their favor is only on Survivor, and it's kind of crazy. The game is completely going downhill because of it. And there may be a couple of naysayers that can plug their ears and cover their eyes and not try to actually see the reality of everything, but we have evidence. We've shown this. There even has been, like, somebody who claims to be a dev that worked at Behavior who claims they don't play their game. Now, could they really be a dev? I don't know, right? But judging by the evidence provided by Behavior themselves, by showing they don't understand why does this map have so much slugging? And everyone wants to say, oh, it's the pallets, and then they go, what are they talking about? Huh? People are incredibly incompetent, and they've been showing it. Even, like, it's crazy how the downfall began right around the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter. Like, The Walking Dead, I think, was right before that, or something around that. It's kind of insane. Like, right about there, I think, is when everything exploded, and it's kind of insane that it's still continuing even to this day. You know, because the game has an ebb and flow in a lot of ways, but I think this is definitely a massive slip up on Behavior's end. Like, this is insane to the point that they actively have shown their hand. They actively are sitting here saying, we don't care about the killer players. And it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And the even crazier part, even on top of that, is why are survivors still quitting at the rate that they are? Like, you have every single buff you could ask for. Healing is at the speed of light. Freaking like recovery from any status effect is at the speed of light. Like, you have Vigil and a brand new perk, Ghost Notes, giving you 76 exhaustion recovery. 76%. So you can just spam exhaustions like crazy. Gens are faster than ever. What are you quitting for? Like, you have everything you could have asked for. You got handheld, pallet city. You have a pallet every single, like, every step you take is a brand new pallet. What is there to complain about now? Like, why even quit? You have everything you could ask for. Like, that's crazy to me. You have literally every single thing you could possibly want. You can't go down because of the amount of pallets. You can't. You can speed off every couple of seconds, so you won't even take a hit, or you won't go down. The gens are quicker than anything. Like, what more do you want? Like I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense to me. But yeah, that's my thoughts. If you want to watch the rest of the original video, it'll be linked in the description. there's a lot of parts here and different parts of the topic that Blue Dream goes over that you guys really should listen to. But that has been my thoughts. Go ahead and check out the original. Consider supporting the channel with the links. Consider becoming a member to get your name read off at the end of every video, or even just access to the exclusive content. You can even join in on Patreon, same thing, and get access to all that stuff. You even get emotes on the YouTube members, so that's always great for the lives. Consider following. I'll see you guys in the next one. Well, I wanted to go ahead and take some time out to thank all my members from Patreon with Crow King 101, my YouTube members, Majora Jeff, Endire, Evil Peachy YT, Zero Mocker, Christian, Hexdev, and Crow Vader, and for my Twitch subscribers, Cake is the Road, Danica 2002, Final Girl _Bunny, Acklefin, Chili Cinderace, Zero Mocker, Ginsburg, Johns 117 _ Lovely Ghost TTV, Jar TTV, Zazaboo, and Crow Vader. Just wanted to thank you guys. And if you also want to have your name read off at the end of every video, make sure you join on one of these platforms to get one of those perks, as well as the other perks you get. So appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much.